I grew up with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I loved playing the adventures of the hero of time, collecting all those skulltulas and trying to win the race against the running man. I mean, we probably all tried, until we found out that one was hard-coded. I mean, screw you, Nintendo. But what makes a game that came out almost 30 years ago so special? A game that already got a full remake on the Nintendo 3DS and a harder, reworked version called Master Quest for GameCube. And why would anyone care about another remake when you can play the original right now through Nintendo Switch Online? Ocarina of Time holds a special place in the hearts of a lot of millennials like me. For us, it was the first time we could dive into a fully 3D adventure as Link. No other game before caught us in front of the screen with such intense storytelling, how the world was created, the turn into a dark Hyrule, Ganondorf becoming Ganon, the soundtrack, or just the atmosphere of the various temples. We had to constantly switch between an adult and young Link to unlock new mysteries or complete certain quests. And we were collecting merch. So much merch. Official and unofficial. I mean, I have an ocarina myself and even learned to play the songs back in the days. The game holds plenty of childhood memories. I still remember one day, a friend and me, a thunderstorm hammering against the windows outside, and we were finally working our way through the Shadow Temple. To this day, I'm not sure what was scarier, the dungeon or the storm outside. Quick side question to you. What was your favorite temple? Mine is the Forest Temple, closely followed by the Spirit Temple. Ocarina of Time is the game that shaped Zelda lore into what it is today. The whole split timeline, all the time travel shenanigans, it all branches out from right here. 3 branches actually, one where Link is defeated, one where Zelda sends him back to his childhood, and the adult one where the Hyrule he saved is eventually swallowed by a great flood. I mean, it's complicated and it gives headaches. And even if Ocarina of Time was very dungeon focused, the setup gave us a sense of open world. I personally preferred that over Tears of the Kingdom. Spinning this even further, I would even go as far as saying I have never seen so many rumors around one single game. We had hidden rooms, secret songs, unfinished levels, a Triforce you could supposedly still collect. And people swore you could reveal it by playing a secret ocarina song before drawing the Master Sword. Others said you just had to tilt the cartridge in the right way. Honestly, I never believed much of it, and I sure wasn't going to risk my game to find out. Still, the game gripped us so hard that we started inventing more of it ourselves, be it those technical tricks or rumors or endless fanfiction. So what is the point of all this? Why are people so hyped about yet another remake or re-release? For me, it is not replaying it, we can already do that. What many actually want is to feel it again, the way we felt it the first time. And a port simply can't give us this. It certainly is not even the first time Nintendo went back to Ocarina of Time. The 3DS version in 2011 was lovely, sharper and smoother, but under the hood it was still the same game, just with a better dress. What is coming to Switch 2 is something different, at least I hope. It's not supposed to be a remaster, they seem to be rebuilding it on a new foundation. Imagine a new engine, a rebuilt world, controls that don't require a third hand, even though the Nintendo 64 controls were great for their time. This upcoming release can be more than just fresh paint on an old building. Nintendo might be giving us a chance to walk through Hyrule like we have never seen it before. And honestly, a part of me hopes this reminds Nintendo how well that focus design worked, the way games like Twilight Princess or Majora's Mask built on Ocarina of Time, more dungeon driven, with just enough open world around it. However, there's a second thing, maybe even one more important than the feelings of a whole bunch of millennials. Obviously, a whole generation never touched the N64, and now they get to meet this game without its age getting in the way. They will find out for themselves why some of us still can't shut up about Ocarina of Time. Sadly, at the time of recording, Nintendo has confirmed almost nothing. We know it is coming to Switch 2 in the late 2026, and the game has already been rated, which usually means a release date is not far off. Everything else, a holiday launch, a special Zelda edition of the console, a price, is still rumor. I would bet we might see more during the next Direct, and my guesses would lead towards a holiday launch somewhere in November, with a special edition hardware somewhere, and plenty of scalpers around the world, obviously. But honestly, I have a confession to make. I don't even own a Switch 2 yet. But a rebuilt Ocarina of Time and matching hardware would be the trigger for me to buy one, and I have the feeling I'm not going to be the only one. Maybe that is the answer overall. Not giving us millennial gamers a little treat, but having something to pull people into the Switch 2 environment. What about you? How do you feel about Nintendo's announcement and Ocarina of Time? That's all I have for today. Thanks for listening to my thoughts. See you on the next one.